It's rock and roll.
Welcome to the Look, It's Rock and Roll podcast. I'm your host, Ken, and we're calling this one, or at least I'm calling this one, a vinyl edition of the Look, It's Rock and Roll podcast. And this is the reason for that, because I decided to get into a band that I hadn't really gotten into. I had a couple albums, and I really didn't pay attention to the rest of them, and this is a good lesson on going back and giving music a chance. And so I did, and I went crazy. And the band I'm talking about is Öyster Cult. They've been around a long time. First album, 72. And I had Agents of Fortune and Fire of Unknown Origin, those albums only, but I never really explored the rest. Lots of times I do, sometimes I haven't. In this case I didn't, and until just a few months ago. So I went crazy, snagging up some vinyl albums. Of course I checked out some of the music beforehand, and I thought, oh my gosh, how did I miss all this stuff? So I'm just going to show the vinyl albums that I amassed over this short period of time. And I'm really enjoying the music. I mean, the music is so great. Really great. So I'm just going to start kind of a chronological order of some of the stuff I have here. And maybe I'll pull out some of the actual vinyl out of the sleeves. So starting first, 72, their debut album here, Öyster Cult. This original pressing, first pressing of their first album. Great album. Songs like, what do you want? Let's see, Transmaniacon MC. Then came The Last Days of May, Stairway to the Stars. Just a bunch of great songs. She's as beautiful as a Foot. I really love that. And then some people may know the Cities on Flame with Rock and Roll. Which is a great song. So that's one album. And actually, I'll show the other one. And I tend to try to get first releases and also buy the new represses, or hopefully a good repressing. And I also have the Music on Vinyl pressing, and that's actually pretty good. Music on Vinyl is usually pretty good for pressings. They do a great job, and they usually sound pretty darn good. So this is a current release, or pretty recent release of that album. Okay, I'm going to the second album, and this is Tyranny and Mutation. And just another point is the first three albums are what they call the black and white period of Öyster Cult, because, well, as you probably noticed now, that a lot of black and white on the covers of the album, the colors, pretty much. Yeah, you have a little red, but it's really black and white. This is another good one. This is another first pressing. I think this is my first pressing of that one. Yes, and it has great songs like the Red and Black, Hot Rails to Hell, and Mistress of the Salmon Salt. I really love that song. That's another good one. That's their second album. And then again, I went ahead and got the another release of that one, Music on Vinyl, recent release of that one. So that's it. That's another good one. Then we move on to the third of the black and white period, and we have Secret Treaties here. This is also a OG first release. Career of Evil. This whole thing is smack dab great. Great songs from the beginning to end. Subhuman, Dominance and Submission, ME-262, which you see the plane. That's what the plane is on the cover. If you don't know, World War II German plane. Harvester of Eyes, Astronomy, Flaming Tongue. I mean, it's just a great Great album. And that could be a first one if you're gonna go out and get it. Yeah, that's a good first one to check out. Another one here. Here's another music on vinyl, limited. It's a colored vinyl. I think the other one was a colored vinyl too. The second one. Another one. Again, music on vinyl does a great job with the releases, with the pressings. Then I have a live album here, and this is actually a promo on your feet and on your knee or on your knees live promo, which is a nice culmination of the first 3 albums of music. Really good album, really good live album there. So that's the live one. Then we'll show the next one, which the first real big hit. Don't Fear the Reaper. Agents of Fortune. This is another promotional copy. It's actually a white label promo. Sounds really good. Has great songs like This Ain't the Summer Love, ETI. That's a great song. Revenge of Vera Gemini. Of course, then Don't Fear the Reaper. I mean, among others. Real good solid album. Actually, the production is much better sounding during this period. I think the production on the first 3 records were not the best. It kind of grows on you the way they did produce it, but not the best. But once they got to Agents of Fortune, the production and sound was really much better. So here's another music on vinyl. Again, I went crazy with this stuff. This one, so far I only have one of this one, believe it or not. It's kind of funny. Öyster Cult Spectres. This one, had Godzilla on it. A good album. Not my favorite one. It has some good songs on there, like Nostradamus not Nosferatu, actually. I'm getting the Nosferatu thing mixed up there. Not Nostradamus, Nosferatu. So yeah, that's a good song. Godzilla, of course. I'm sure most people have heard that song. But it's a good album. Good album. Next one, which I think a lot of Öyster Cult fans did not care for too much, was Mirrors, and I really love that album. Produced by I think it's Tom Werner produced this one, and Werman. Tom Werman. I said Werner. Tom Werman produced this one, and I really enjoy the heck out of it. I mean, it's a little cleaner, not as hard or rock. It's more almost to the poppy level, but it's really, really good. Doctor Music has a great song on here called The Vigil. I mean, my God, it's just so good. I just love it. Long song, epic song. Great sun gesture in the just really, 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 really good. And this is actually not a picture. This is an actual painting. So whoever painted that cover made it look like a real photo. That's really, 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 really good job there. Got to give them props for that one. No new pressing of that one. I don't think they have pressed a new version of that one. There are a couple of these they did not, so I can't get a new one. Here's another one. This is one of the first ones I got when I started recollecting or getting back into this Blue Öyster Cult. Cultosaurus erectus, really, really good. That's not a real dinosaur. It's a made-up dinosaur, but it's really cool painting, and it kind of play with that theme on the back cover with fossil and whatever and stuff, to make it look like it was a real dinosaur. It has great songs on it. Black Blade, Divine Wind, Deadline, The Marshall Plan, lots of stuff. Unknown Tongue. This one, I'll pull out. I might as well pull out the vinyl of one of these things here. Inner sleeve. And this one was also a white label promo copy. So, and if you can find the first pressings of albums, and especially white label promos, those for me they seem to they've sounded the best. They sound good. If you find a good copy of one, it's going to sound pretty much the best that you're going to find anywhere on vinyl for that. So next we have Fire of Unknown Origin, which I did get when it came out, originally came out. This one has Burning for You, some other great songs like Veteran of the Psychic Wars, Soul Survivor. I love Vengeance, The Pact. I really love that one. Joan Crawford, another really good one. So this is a really good album. I think I have 3 copies of this here. This is your standard copy. I think first pressing of that one. Again, here we go. Music on vinyl. I did it again. Music on vinyl. Got the newer pressing of that one. And then I did get another one here too. This is one of these, though I don't think it sounds as good as the Music on Vinyl repress, but it's a repress, collector's edition, high definition. I forget who does this. Culture Factory. That's right. Culture Factory does this one here. That's kind of like a Obi on kind of thing on the cover, but I think the Music on Vinyl repress sounds a lot better than that one. But it's cool. I think I'm pretty sure it's a colored vinyl. Yeah, translucent blue on that one. Might as well show it. Let's see what the blue looks like. I haven't pulled this one out in a while. Nice, good job. Inner sleeve on that. There we go. Pretty nice. Looks pretty cool. So that's that. Fire of Unknown Origin, new release. We're getting down there. Then I got another live, the extraterrestrial live, which was after Fire of Unknown Origin. A solid, good live album again. This is actually a promotional. I got that here, over here, promotional gold stamped copy of that one. Again, I look for promotional if possible. Then we got the next one, which some people like or don't. I don't know. It's a pretty good album still. The Revolution by Night album. This one has, for instance, this is a promo also. Take Me Away, which was basically co-written by Aldo Nova. It was a song that was given to, I think, Eric Bloom, and he kind of finished it, and really, really good song. That was a single. I think they made a video for that. Shooting Shark is a really good song on this album too. So yeah, really, really, really good. I wouldn't say it's my favorite one to go to, but it's a good album, still a good album. Then we got another promo of Blue Öyster Cult. This is Club Ninja. This, some people, I think, this is not like me, or some Blue Öyster Cult fans do not like this, but I actually think it's pretty good. It's definitely sounding of the 80s, dated sounding, but it's still good. It has a lot of good songs on there. I'm just trying to think what the Dancing in the Ruins is probably might be my favorite song on that one. Perfect Water is really good. White Flag is really good. I don't think, and I did not write that, I believe. So this is a promo. I think this has chewed up bottom somewhere. I think down here like a dog or something. I need to get a better copy of that. That album cover is a little messed up there. Then we got Blue Öyster Cult Imaginos, which is you could say it's the concept album. Sandy Pearlman provided a lot of the lyrics, kind of founded and put together the band in a way. He's not, it's kind of a band member. It's not a band member, I guess you could say. But has a lot of writings and stuff around this Imaginos figure and storyline over a lot of the albums. And finally had a concept album. It was supposed to be just his album, or Al Bashard's album, but it never. The record company wouldn't let them put it out. They had to cut it down to one LP size and call it a Blue Öyster Cult album. Then I believe Blue Öyster Cult, the remaining members that were still in the band at the time, like Buck Dharma and so on, added their parts or re-recorded parts, and that's what I understand. Anyway, it's pretty darn good. It's pretty much, I would call this like a heavy metal album, concept album. It has pretty cool stuff on it. I Am the One You Warned Me Of, really, really good song. The Siege of and Investure of Baron von Frankenstein's Castle at Weiseria, I think it is. Anyway, long song title. But really, it's different and good. It's still good. I enjoy it. And then, so far, this is all I got. The new one. This is actually not a new record. Actually, I have another one coming. Believe it or not. I think I have the Symbol Remains coming. This one is a live, recent of their 50th anniversary live in New York. The first night, they're going to do 3 of these things. I think the production on the vinyl's not the greatest, because the DVD sounds much better, and I think the CD sounds much better. The actual mastering on it, I would get the CD and DVD package if I was, if you're going to go out and get it. But still, it's good. And they play the whole first album, the very first debut album. They play it in, completely on this, and then they also play after, in the next set after that, they play a bunch of their hits and that sort of stuff. They're gonna do. I think they're gonna do the second album and the third album. They're gonna put that out too at some point. I think probably this year. So I'm really loving this music. I can't stop listening to it. Blue Öyster Cult has gone skyrocketed up in my top bands. As you see, I probably what's the top band up behind me, but it's really up there. Probably top 5 for me for sure. I really, really love it. I'm glad I went back and looked for the music, dug in and to see what they've done, over their career, and really, really good stuff. And there's more. There's some more after this that I've heard. I have to get this CD versions. It's hard to find some LP versions of the later stuff, like the late 90s and early 2000s stuff. So, but I'll definitely be getting at least a CD version of that stuff. I hope they keep going, and I hope they come around tour here, because I'd like to go out and see them for the first time. So there you have it. Hopefully I didn't take too long, and maybe I'll do some more of these collections of other albums, or maybe just focus on this particular different group vinyl album. And hey, if this works out well, we'll see how it goes. So this is Ken. Look It's Rock and Roll Podcast, Vinyl Edition. Thanks for joining.
Thank you for watching or listening to this episode. Be sure to subscribe to us, like us, or even leave us a review. You can find us and join the conversation on Facebook.